Hey y'all, so today we're going to be making these sweet and spicy sticky wings, so stay tuned if you're interested in the recipe. So I've already pre-washed my chicken and set it out on a plate. The first thing I'm going to do is add garlic powder, just a light layer over the top of the first layer of chicken. I just want to keep it very light because I am going to be putting a second layer on the back of the chicken after it's already cooked. Next, I'm going to take some Lowry's seasoning salt and just also do a very light layer of that. It is salt, so you don't want to put too much to make it too salty. Once I have one side of the chicken coated with the seasoning, I'm going to go ahead and place them on a baking pan. I've already preheated my oven to about 400 degrees, and I'm going to be putting them, it doesn't matter how close they are together because they are going to shrink. So go ahead and layer up your entire pan with as many as you can. So after you've placed all your chicken on the baking tray, like I said, I preheated my oven to about 400 degrees. I'm going to put it in the oven and put it on about 12 minutes. As long as you fully cook the chicken, including both sides, on 20 minutes, it doesn't matter how long you set the first session to. But I set the first session to 12 minutes, and the second session, after I flipped it over and added a little bit more seasoning, I put it on 8 minutes. I've already also preheated my fryer to 350 degrees. So then I'm just going to test the fryer to see if it's hot enough. After I make sure it's hot enough, I'm going to go ahead and layer my first set of wings in the fryer. I think I put about 6 in there, but it all depends on your fryer, obviously. And then you're going to cook it for a few minutes until it gets golden brown on each side. You can flip it throughout the time that it's in the deep fryer as well. While the wings are in the fryer, I'm going to go ahead and get started on my sauce. I've already added the 1 tablespoon of olive oil and the 1 tablespoon of garlic. And I like to use minced garlic just because I don't have to worry about cutting it myself. I'm going to go ahead and stir that up and give it a few minutes to heat up and basically start cooking in the oil. Then I'm going to go ahead and add, if it'll focus, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and add a 1/4 cup of the pomegranate juice. I'm just using a plain pomegranate juice, no added flavors or anything like that by Pom. The juice came straight out of the refrigerator, so I wanted to let that heat up a little bit before adding my barbecue sauce. So I'm going to go ahead and add a 1/2 cup of barbecue sauce after that is heated up for a little bit. Next is my honey, so I'm going to go take that 1/4 cup that I used before and add that 1/4 cup of honey into the mix. This is going to be your sweet element of your sweet and spicy wings. And this is a little bit thick, of course, so you're going to want to use a spoon to kind of help it out and get as much out as you possibly can. Next is my spicy. So I'm going to go ahead and take that same tablespoon that I was using before and add about 2 tablespoons of hot sauce. How much hot sauce you add is on you, really. You can add more, add less if you want it to be more spicy. But like I said, that's depending on you, how spicy you want your wings. Off camera, I also added 2 tablespoons of butter to the sauce as well. And you just want to let that sit and keep stirring it up every now and then until the butter melts. Once your sauce is done and your chicken is fried, it's going to be golden brown. That's what you're looking for. Then individually, you want to take each wing and dip it in the sauce before placing it on the baking sheet. You might want to lay something down just for easy cleanup. Make sure you get evenly coated around the entire wing. You can also go back and add more sauce if you like to, or you can choose to bake after you put your first layer on just so it'll stick a little better, and then go ahead and add some more after that too. The one thing I do wish that I did with this recipe was chose a different barbecue sauce, one that was a little bit thicker. I didn't really realize how thin and kind of soupy like the barbecue sauce that I chose was. So had I used a thicker one, it probably would have stuck to the wings a lot better, but overall the wings still came out really good. And here's your finished product. Hopefully you guys like this recipe. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. See y'all next time.